Welcome to the 2023 Canadian Lacrosse Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Officials in all sports, but of course lacrosse, tend to be the unsung heroes, the ones that tend to go forgotten. But the three officials for here today certainly are not ones of forgotten. And our first inductee is Frank Lawrence, and his commitment has spanned over 30 years and extends well beyond the role of a referee, encompassing a wide range of roles such as team executive, league executive, team manager, coach, and most importantly, an ambassador for the game of lacrosse. His exceptional strengths lie in contributions on an on-floor official, a referee-in-chief, supervisor, mentor, and roles that he's filled across many leagues, tournaments, games, and of course, most importantly, nurturing young officials. His dedication to sport transcends Ontario and extends to the national level in Canada, as well as the international stage, where he made a significant impact worldwide. His exceptional efforts are evident in his commitment to developing young referees, including a substantial involvement of the creation of the Ontario Referee Program. This program alone has played a pivotal role in producing some of the finest officials, not just in this country, but globally, with over 30 officials in the National Lacrosse League emerging from this program. In addition to his contributions in developing officiating lacrosse, Frank Lawrence has also acted as a remarkable ambassador for the game. His dedication and passion for the sport has helped elevate the status of lacrosse and has left an enduring legacy for the game. Having officiated estimate 2,500 games of both box and field lacrosse within the OLA, Frank is respected for his profound knowledge of the game's rules and his ability to exercise sound judgment during all levels. To this day, he continues to serve as a role model and mentor, inspiring and guiding numerous young officials in the sport. Please welcome into the Canadian Lacrosse Hall of Fame, Frank Lawrence.
Good afternoon, everyone. To begin with, I would like to thank the Canadian Lacrosse Hall of Fame Selection Committee for considering me as a candidate. To be considered is an honor. To be inducted is a privilege, one that I will never forget. I would like to take this time to congratulate my fellow inductees, Len, Troy, JJ, Gavin, Darren, Scott, Robert, Rick, Jim, and the 2015 Team Canada Women's Squad. My name to be among so many legends of lacrosse means the world to me. Congratulations to each of you, and thank you for sharing your love of lacrosse with the world. It all started in Burlington, Ontario at Central Arena. I was there watching my son play minor lacrosse. And yes, I was being very vocal, very critical of the referees. A gentleman standing beside me, who was named Glenn Flippins, mentioned that I seemed to know a lot about the rules and a lot about the game. He said, "Those are my two boys out there refereeing. And yes, they make some mistakes. But with your knowledge of the game and the rules," he said, "there's a clinic tomorrow in St. Catharines. You should attend. You can help us in the game. With your knowledge, you should have no problem passing the national exam." So it all started. I was on my way to my refereeing career. Well, every Saturday morning, Lincoln, his son Steve, myself, Sean Grenier, Blair Ferguson would be there refereeing minor lacrosse, teaching and training players and coaches the rules. I was asked to be the referee-in-chief for Zone 9, with the strong support of Barry Campbell and Terry Morneau, who were local officials at the time. We implemented many mentorship programs and supervision programs that benefited the referees in Zone 9. I was always patient with the young officials, regardless of my previous story about being vocal from the stands and criticizing the officials. I realized that it was not such an easy job. You're out there running around on a hot summer night with sweat dripping in your eyes, both teams yelling at you, looking for a call. I took the young officials and treated them regardless of their experience or their level of refereeing. I taught them the same things that were taught to me when I was starting out. In 1993, I began officiating field lacrosse, which was a whole new world to me. At the time, the field game was growing rapidly in Ontario. We went from 9 teams to 123 teams over a 2-year period. Bob Hanna, the OLA technical director, and Stan Conkerton, the OLA executive director, approached me about helping with the rapid growth of field lacrosse. "You'll love it," they said. And true to their word, I did love it. I fell in love with the international game of lacrosse. In 2010, fellow inductee Jim Price and I, asked by the Federation of International Lacrosse, which is now called World Lacrosse, to travel to Europe and help with the development of European referees. I have traveled many times to Europe since then, and each time I am reminded that lacrosse has the power to unite the world. Later in my career, I began to take on more administrative and mentorship roles, just like my mentors had done before me. One of the most memorable experiences was in 2015 when I was named by the Federation of International Lacrosse to be the official in charge of the 2015 World Indoor Lacrosse Championships. At the conclusion of the World Championships in the Onondaga Nation, I was awarded the Graham Lester Spirit of Lacrosse Award. The award is given to one team member from each team, including the team of referees. The best advice I ever had when I was starting out, my son Doug said, "Dad, it's fine if you want to be a ref. Just don't be a dick out there. Talk to the players, talk to the coaches, earn their trust." Lastly, I wish to thank everyone who was responsible for me being here this afternoon. Glenn Flippins, the executives of Zone 9, my lovely wife Linda, who has stood by my side for my whole career, my daughter Dolly, and my grandson Jamie, who is an honored guest to be here with me this afternoon, my son Doug, my mentors, Gary Martin, Harry Benham, Jim Richardson, Grant Spees, Chet Couture, Bill Fox, and John Hurd. My fellow officials, with whom I have the privilege of refereeing with over the years, who push me to the limits in every game. All the players that I've officiated. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you at the next game.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Lawrence.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.